welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Carynn, and needless to say, I like to write. So if you've watched my other two writing vlogs, you know that my current project is called Peter's Shadow. I've actually made a lot of changes since my last vlog. I meant to do this vlog several days ago, but I ended up spending the weekend at my family's camp, and I didn't have my camera with me, nor did I have my editing software, so I could not make a vlog there. There have been so many changes that I've made to this book, even the age group. So I'm going to talk a little bit in this video about the changes that I made and also where I'm at now. So I'm going to go grab my outline, my new outline. I will explain in a minute, but I'm gonna go grab that and show it to you guys and do a little bit of catching up. Okay, so I just grabbed my outline, and if you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen this. It's a different kind of outline than I've ever done before, and I'm honestly so happy that I tried it. So why do I have all of these other things in my hands? Seriously. This is the outline. As you can see, it's not just like a page describing everything that's gonna happen like I usually do. I have lots of index cards which I've labeled for the different parts of the book, such as the beginning, and back here you can see obstacles. And these I use from Stephanie Morrill's plot charting page that she has, which I will link in the description because I always use that and it's so helpful. So originally the book was going to be a YA fantasy romance. So genre blending, it was going to be aimed toward young adults, it was going to be mainly romance in a fantasy setting. So not only did I change the age group to middle grade, but I also changed the focus of the genre. So there is going to be a hint of romance, but because it's middle grade, it's more like what I just said, a hint. So it's sort of more like setting up a potential future romance rather than it being the main focus of the book and the current focus of the book. So right now the main focus is fantasy. There are a few moments where you can kind of tell that there is chemistry between some of the characters for when they're older. So I guess I've changed the genre and the age group at this point. So the reason that I re-outlined it was because the original outline that I did, I honestly didn't fill it in that much, and a lot of it was filler. And not just filler to make up the word count, it was just filler scenes that had no purpose, not even character building purposes. They were just thrown in there and they just made no sense. And because I ended up changing the age group, I wanted to have events that would better fit that age group. The reason that I decided to change the age group was because it felt sort of in order to make it a YA book, I would have had to either make it dark or make it more adult, and honestly, it just didn't feel like the story needed that. So now, where am I as to word count? So I started the actual writing of it 3 days ago because I didn't delete, but I decided to start a new document since it was a new version of the story. I abandoned what I'd written so far of the YA version, which luckily was only a chapter, and I was already having writer's block with it. That's how I knew there was something wrong, and that's why I made the changes. When I started rewriting it, I instantly loved it, and I got only about 500 words in, and then we went to my family's camp, as I mentioned, and then the next day I wrote 4,444 words. And then the day after that, I wrote 8,000 something words. I don't know how many exactly. And then the next day I only wrote about 1,200 words. So that day I didn't reach my goal, but because I'd gone over my goal the 2 days before that, I kind of let it slide. I'm hoping to finish the book by the end of the month because I'm just aiming for 50,000 words right now, and I know middle grades, they have a very wide span, so they could be 30,000 words, or they could go up to 80,000 words. When I finish it, we'll see how long it is. I don't think it'll be that long because I'm about 15,000 words in right now, and I've gotten a good amount of the way through the book. I'm not halfway there yet, luckily, because then I would be totally underwriting it, which I tend to do anyway. And then by the end of the month, I'll hopefully have not only finished it, but done some basic edits, grammar, spelling, punctuation, any errors with that. And then after that, I'll be working out plot errors, which I'll be doing with my beta readers. And then the reason that I'm writing this book so fast isn't just to to write it fast. Although I love doing speed writing, it's totally awesome. But the reason that I'm doing it so fast is because I really want to be able to start pitching for PitMad, which is, I believe, June 3rd. I might be wrong, it might be June 4th. The querying part is the part that I love the most, honestly. I don't know why. Like, a lot of people, I always see them say like how terrifying it is and how they can't stand getting rejections, but for me the whole thing is fun. I'm set on getting an agent this time. I've had people say like, why don't you self-publish? But I've done the self-publishing thing before and it just doesn't really work for me. I really would like to, if I can, go with a bigger traditional publisher. As you probably know, I've published with Darkstroke Books, which is an indie publisher, but I'm really looking to get an agent and publish with a bigger company if I can, and see if I can go down that road, because that would be awesome if I could. I guess that for the rest of this vlog, I'll just try to get to my daily word goal, because I've already caught you guys up and I just looked down to my watch, but it's not on my hand. Right now, I'm going to write 1,000 words of Peter's Shadow, and then I'm gonna go mow the lawn, and we'll see what comes after that. Okay, so it's been about half an hour, and I just got to 1,100 more words. So that brought me to 15,200 words. Apparently before I was just at 14,000 something. Yeah, just hit the 15,000 mark, and I'm pretty happy with what I did. It feels like I kind of added a filler scene, but obviously the first draft is just to get the basic foundation, and I can change anything that I want to later. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna let my inner critic go back and make changes. I'm just gonna pause for now, go work on mowing the lawn a bit, eat lunch, and then I'm gonna get back to writing. Okay, but before I do that, just quick shout out to my mom, who is awesome, for bringing me Luna bars, chocolate peppermint, chocolate chip cookie dough, chocolate cupcake, and s'mores. Thank you. I think it's gonna be amusing to see how my nails change throughout this video. Went from white to red and white striped. By the end, I will have American flag nails, just because I do them while I'm writing, so. Milo. Hey, bud. So I'm going to do this as a sprint on NaNoWriMo, probably like a 20-minute sprint, and then update it, see where I'm at then. So right before I do that, I'm going to put a post on Twitter asking a question, and then I'm gonna read the responses after I do the 1,000 words. So I'm just trying to figure out what writing question I can do that relates to this video. So the question is going to be, how do you keep up momentum when you're in the middle of a project? Alright, so the sprint just ended and I have not checked yet to see what my word count was. So that puts me at 17,664 words, which is almost 18,000, which is almost 19,000, which is almost 20,000. I'm gonna keep writing now. So I'm going to do another 20-minute sprint, but I kind of want to take a break first just so I don't burn out, and like I really just want to get out of my room for a little while because I've been in here for like 2 hours writing now. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna go do something. Okay, so I just got back from a break, apparently a long break, because I just found out that it's been an hour. So I was just kind of hanging out downstairs and having some Red Bull, you know, and the normal stuff. So now I'm going to go on and check the responses that I've gotten before I go back to writing. Okay, so if you have watched some of my other writing vlogs, you know that I don't read all of the responses, I just read a few because there are always a lot. So if I didn't get to yours, I'm sorry, but definitely make sure to comment on my next question because I post them for most of my writing related videos, if not all. Carmen Baca said, in the midst of writing, when I'm inspired, I don't need to keep up the momentum. The story evolving on the page spurs me on. But on those occasions when I lose focus, since I don't outline, I work on other stories or on marketing projects until the way forward comes to me. Keith Kizzy said, take well-earned breaks. Richard Hayden said, keep it interesting. Change the place I'm working, the time, talk about it with different people. I do tend to write in different places if I can, so I do find that that does help, but I haven't really done it on purpose. But I think I'm gonna try that, doing that more, change the dynamic. Fanny T. Crispin said, I'm here for the answers, LOL. That's good. It's good to hear what other people have to say. Okay, so Martin John said, they call it the marathon of the middle, but that's where you need to live and flourish if you're going to have a great book. And that is so true. When you're reading a book, it's really like all the middle stuff that's important, and it's hard to write That's, for me, the middle is the hardest part by far. But it's also important for the reader to be able to enjoy the middle and have it be building towards something and not just like all over the place. So I'm going to try to do 1,000 words now and then do more later, if I can. Just had to briefly take a moment to give a shout out to how beautifully serene my cat is. Okay, bye. Hi, Willow. Okay, so I just finished dinner. I've been doing a little bit more writing, and I decided that I'm gonna take a walk and use my phone to do dictation for a little while, because it's nice outside. Okay, comma. Time to start dictation, period. No, not education. Time to start dictation. Oh my gosh. This is the stone wall that we have here. And I mowed a path here earlier when I was mowing. So it's like a nice little area. It kind of looks almost medieval. Okay, I'm gonna be dictating as I go up that hill. And when I get back, I will update you guys on the word count. Okay, so I actually got like nothing done when I was walking because I was nervous about having my camera over here without me. And nobody's gonna come steal it, but when I was walking up the hill, I saw a giant groundhog that ran out. I tried to get a video of it. I'll put it into this video, but you could barely see it. But it was really big, it was awesome. Let's see how many words I got. I think it was only like 200. Only 104 words. It's okay, I was only walking for like a minute. I'm gonna do a serious walk now, and I'm not gonna record it. I'm just gonna bring my camera with me so I don't turn back so early. So I'm currently in the woods on the path. I'm gonna keep going, but I have a slight problem, which is I have no idea what the next scene of my book is. And it's not just because I didn't bring my outline with me, it's because I just did not clearly outline it and I kind of left a blank space at this point. So I'm just gonna have to wing it, I guess. Just see the moon up there. It is 7:30. Still very bright though. Now I'm bringing a friend along while I do my dictation. Ivy, say hi. Hi. Ivy has decided that she wants to lay down and eat grass, so I suppose that we're just going to be staying here for the rest of our lives. So I guess we're just gonna take a break from walking around and stand here and get eaten up by mosquitoes. What are you eating? I have been out here for about half an hour. I just got to 1,200 more words. I think this is a good place to stop chapter-wise. So I think I'm gonna go inside and get away from these mosquitoes and edit this chapter that I just did. Plus I have like 3 other chapters that I haven't edited since using dictation, just because I was on a roll writing them. So I should probably go back and edit them. Okay, so it is the next morning and I only ever hit 18.8K. Okay, so I just got through 19 minutes and then I was called downstairs. So I was interrupted a minute early, but I'm still gonna see how much I have so far. I got a lot done, I think. I don't know if it was 1,000, so I'm about to find out. Okay, word count. So I did get over 1,000, but I am currently 126 words away. So I better just finish that up and then I'll be at 20K. Okay, everybody, so I just hit 20,000, just over. It's only been like 3 minutes. So yeah, I am very happy that I finished that and I got to my goal. So now that I'm there, I'm gonna go keep mowing the lawn and I'm going to conclude this writing vlog here. As usual, I'll be giving a shout out to an indie author. Okay, so it is many days later. So I'm about to do the shout out. I was just busy, I guess, and then I like couldn't decide on an author to give a shout out to because there's just so many of them. But obviously I'll be doing these in all of my writing related videos. If you want a shout out, then just let me know on Twitter and I will make sure to add you to the list. So in this video, I will be giving a shout out to B Fox. And the reason I decided to give them a shout out is because I was looking at the reviews for their book and I was honestly just so impressed by some of the reviews. It wasn't even the description for the book or anything like that that made me so surprised. It was the reviews, because I know how hard it is to get reviews like this, and these are just really good reviews. Like one person said, quite simply put, wow, I loved this book. One person said, this is the first book I've read by this author and I love it. Hauntingly beautiful story. So their book is called Paper Castles. It is a contemporary romance. It looks really good, honestly. I am I'm very interested. So I'm going to get the Kindle version of it and I'm going to be reading it. Although I have lots of other books to read first because I have a very, very long list of books that I've bought and not actually gotten the chance to read yet. So I am going to eventually. I just bought it on Amazon. That concludes this video and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be doing another writing vlog soon, hopefully with less of a gap in between than the last video. I'm honestly having some really serious writer's block right now and I really want to start working more on Peter's Shadow, and it's a really good book and I totally love it. So I really hate that I'm having this trouble with it. So thanks again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment any suggestions you have for future videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.